Welcome back to another OMLab tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to use something called a ghost track or an invisible track to add some rhythmic qualities or elements to something as simple as a synth pad. It's a trick that's been around for quite a while, and it seems a bit more complicated or potentially convoluted than it actually is, especially for those that have never attempted to set up the routing for it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you how to do it in just a couple of very easy steps. And we will start by loading up a software instrument. And we'll just select, how about we'll use just stock sounds here so everyone can follow along. If you don't have, I guess we'll use this one. If you don't have Logic Pro, don't worry. You can use any program you like. We don't even need this open. We'll go ahead and create a new MIDI region. Go ahead and set that out to 4. And that will work. Let's go ahead and loop this. So now when we play this, you hear it's just a steady note. Okay, so let's just go ahead and use, how about a drum beat? And we'll just kind of pick something at random. We'll scroll down here a bit past all the hip-hop stuff. So we have something a little bit more interesting, I guess. Potentially should have grabbed one of these here earlier. Okay, now that one's pretty interesting because it's got several different elements. So we'll go ahead and we'll play that, or place that. And we don't actually want this to play. The whole point of this being a quote-unquote ghost track is that it actually is not heard in the production itself. So let's go ahead and we'll set this stereo out to no output. So now when we play this back, we don't hear it, yet you can see that it is playing. We just don't hear it. Okay. Now on this hovercraft, let's well, actually, maybe, you know what? Let's grab another beat really quick. Just okay. Is that just me, or does that sound kind of similar to this one? That's all sped up. All right, yeah, let's do that. And we'll just go ahead and we'll loop this. We'll mute that for now, but we'll come back to that. So what we've done so far is we've added this beat, and we've set the output to no output, so we don't hear it when we play. Now we're going to come up to our synth, and this is very simple. Go down to a noise gate. Find that in the Dynamics folder in Logic Pro. And our sidechain trigger needs to be set, and it's going to be audio 1, our in the cut beat. Now as we play back our synth now, we can just dial in these simple parameters. You can already tell that it's being affected a bit. So what I'm doing is I'm increasing the threshold, so as the signal that's coming through here, which is our beat, okay, it's coming through this side chain. Anything that is at -14 decibels or louder is going to trigger this noise gate, and the noise gate is going to either allow or not allow audio through. Now the audio that is or is not being allowed through is our synth, which is why it's becoming so rhythmic. So here we go. Increase our look ahead just a bit. Look ahead is going to make our activity a bit more accurate, I guess you could say. And let's just dial in the rest of this. That's not too bad. So now we've got our synth just humming right along. If we turn this off, you can hear it's still just one sustained note. You can see it down here as well. but as soon as we turn this on, rhythmic quality. So now let's just turn that off one last time. We'll turn on this other beat. So we'll listen to the beat with the sustained note. Definitely nothing to write home about. Now, let's turn on the noise gate and see what happens. And that's it. That's it. That's how easy it is. It's just a couple of steps. You set up your instrument, whatever that's going to be, and it really doesn't even have to be a software instrument. It's just that you can play a software instrument with the keys, so it makes it nice and easy for this tutorial. You bring in anything, any kind of audio. It needs to be audio. It cannot be MIDI. So if you have something on a MIDI track that you would like to use, you're going to have to bounce that to audio for it to be used as a sidechain trigger. Or you can route it out through a bus and then use that bus's signal as a sidechain trigger. But nonetheless, it needs to be an audio signal. Then you're going to set that output to no output. And that is on the audio track that you're going to use as your sidechain input, okay, or your trigger. And then you go back to your synth, you add a noise gate, and you tell your sidechain exactly what it is that's going to trigger it. And you dial in your parameters, and that's it. And then you end up with this. It's a super simple, old school trick that's still around today, alive and kicking. It's going to be around forever, I swear. This is one of the fastest, easiest, and most accurate ways to add elements like this to your music. And it's a perfect example of how adding simply rhythm can be music. It does not have to be variation in tone or different notes. It can absolutely just be a rhythmic quality being added, and it can make the difference in a song. So that's it. I hope it helps, and we hope that you can use it in your next project successfully. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again soon. Cheers.